Okay, okay, okay. All right, here we go. Boom. All right. Here comes the madness. Honestly, this is the worst part of the game right here. Welcome back to Fallout 4 Storywealth. This is honestly the worst part of the game right here. This simulation is just not fun. There's a little, look at that. I said there's 5 stages, right? You could just skip right to the end if you don't even want to do the simulation, but, yeah. Anyway, let's get going on this thing. Oh no, I gotta turn the power on. Oh my goodness, I forgot. Wait a second here. Ooh. Ooh, I think this is the part where... Okay.
Perimeter movement detected.
Ooh, Dominator. Okay, there we go. Alright. So that was dealt with. Okay. Well, I got blown up, but that's okay. Good lordy. Alright. Anything in here? No? Alright. I completely forgot that I had to turn the power on to make this thing work. Well, now the power's on. It should work, right? Let's have a look around real quick. See here. Okay. Well, anyway. Let's get going. Alrighty. This is gonna be fun. Alright, so we have to unlock the memories in order for me to get the location of all the stuff I want to get. There's the marine assault armor. That's really important stuff for me there, so I'm gonna go start with the first memory. Icebreaker override. Alright, here we go. Okay, simulation. Alright, we got little bug guys here. They're here to actually collect the data to unlock the memory.
You made it inside my memory banks. Take a moment. I know it's a lot at once.
So what we gotta do is collect these cubes here, and then build a path for the little bug guys to get through. But also at the same time,
the architecture you're seeing is data, my data. When I'm plugged into the chair, this is what I see.
And
You're
we get
using an earlier version
this guy
of that
won't stop talking.
technology, a brainwave scanner instead of a direct neural wire. Look around. Do you see that yellow column in the distance? That's long-term memory storage. That's your goal. But you can't just retrieve that data yourself. One of the programs loaded in that holotape is called the indexer. They're represented by the friendly green sprites milling around. Do you see them? The indexers have one purpose: to get the data in the yellow column and bring it back to the memory access point. You need to help them get there and back safely. Once they've recovered all the data in the memory, the program will translate it into something you can understand. If you ever need to leave the simulation, then don't worry. Nothing gets reset. You can keep going from wherever you left off. Good. You're across the gap. But now you have to deal with the security systems. That red firewall is blocking you and your indexers from reaching the data. Do you see that green beam of light? That's a decoder beam. It can destroy the firewall. You just need to direct the beam to its vulnerable spot. Good. Now you just need to create a path to the data with code blocks and your indexers can get to work.
All right. Is this guy done talking? Okay, yeah. Well, he basically said all the things I was gonna say. I have to get these little bug guys over to there, and I have to set up these little defenses, these little tiny turrets to stop these red balls over here that shoot lasers from destroying these little guys. And then I have to use those cubes I was collecting to build a path. And there we go. So that should... Now we just wait for the little dudes to do their job. You know what? I'll build another one over here. A couple more here. There we go. Hopefully they're not too dumb and they can get where they're going. Now I just sit here and wait for it to happen. Well, 1 second here. Got to check on something real quick. All right, that looks fine. That looks fine. Okay, good. Things are looking fine. All right. Like I mentioned before, this is honestly the worst game design that Bethesda had done up until, well...
The system has been alerted to your
for a while.
presence. Now things will get hairier. You'll need to deploy defense constructs against the system's active countermeasures. The system's sentries will do everything they can to stop your indexers from returning to the access point with the data.
Okay. Are we there yet?
Verifying
There we
memory
go.
file.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
100%. We're done here.
All right, so that
We
should
now
turn
have
color.
an access point into
Yep,
the
there we
next
go.
memory. Just step into the data stream where this memory was stored.
All right.
File identification 0V-9AX0.
Oh, there we go.
Beginning playback.
Things are not going well with Far Harbor. Several of my people have been assaulted, spat at, interrogated for no reason. This is getting out of control. But there's still a chance they can learn to trust us. We just need one of their own who's on our side. I can't let anyone know what I'm about to do. I'll need to set up the equipment far away from Acadia. It'll double as a place to bury the evidence.
Additional location data appended. A makeshift medical facility underneath the VIM. Pop factory. Coordinates downloaded.
So uncover. So the first memory was Dima's secret, like, laboratory. All right, let's see here. Where's this beam going? It's going this way. Goes down here. Ooh, shoots into there. All right, that works. Next is gonna be, I need to redirect the beam. So let's see, the cube. There we go, right up here. That shoots through. Brilliant. All right, so that is going to be 3 blocks high, 3 cubes high. This is the spot, so... Oop, too close apparently. There we are. And let's see, if I shoot that up there, that means that the little guys are going to start going through there. All right, let's set up the turrets. All right, hopefully that works out. I can still run in here, that's good.
Intrusive program detected.
All right. Come on, little dude, get out my way. Oh, you know what? I need to, Wait, what the heck? Oh.
Intrusion detected. Countermeasures initiated. Data breach detected. Initiating anti-intrusion countermeasures.
So, they should all be good. Hopefully they all do well. Now I just gotta sit here and wait for them to do their thing. Very exciting, clearly.
Sentry has detected active intrusive program.
Memory retrieval now at 60%. Memory retrieval at 100%.
Boom. All right.
Verifying. Looks good. You can now use the data stream as an access point to the next memory.
Memory file identification 0J-2NN8. Converted to audio transcription. Beginning playback.
I'm offloading this memory. I cannot bear lying to Confessor Martin and his children of Adam any longer. Better to just forget. I found it. The location of the launch key to fire the nuclear missile inside the submarine. Confessor Martin believes it can bring his people into division. Destruction at the hands of an atomic blast. He struggles with how literal his interpretation of that precept should be. I can't risk him deciding to find the key and use it. His people were the first to accept me for what I am. The thought of them being gone fills me with nothing but pain.
Additional data appended. Location: the Harbor Grand Hotel safe room. Key code 485130.
All right, so we have the location of the nuclear launch key. Woohoo! All right, into the beam. The data stream. Okay, let's have a look around here. All right. All right, let's see here. I gotta get that one there. So it's gonna fire boom through there. Oh, wait a second. There we go. I know I was missing something. Come on. Kaboom. There we are. All right. Now let's see here. You need to be right here. I just gotta move you over twice. Wait, get on there. There we go. So that goes up, shoots out, knocks that one down. All right, cool. Oh, that's right. I gotta build up a little spot over here. All right. The jumping in this simulation kind of feels like I'm playing Borderlands. The jumping is quite extensive. Like it's a low gravity kind of thing, which is awesome. What is that? Too high? Looks like it's too high. There we go. All right, so that should clear all of the nastiness, I would think. Oh, and I fell through the hole. No, I don't want to exit the simulation. Not at all. All right. Oops, and now we got to do turrets. So we're gonna do a little protect these little dudes here. So what's a good spot? You know, put it right here. Then I'm gonna put them over here as well. So here. And
Warning. Data breach detected. Intrusion countermeasures initiated.
that should be able to deal with them all right there.
Beginning attrition of intrusive program.
There we go. It should work out just fine. All right, now we just gotta wait for these guys to do their thing.
Beginning attrition of intrusive program.
Data block retrieved. Progress.
Intrusive program detected.
I'm now I'm now peckish from the lack of food. So that's the most annoying thing about we're doing this on survival is that while I'm in here, I'm still affected by all of the survival mechanics. So, food, hunger, sleep.
Complete memory retrieved. The data stream is now available to access the next memory.
Memory file identification 0H-3X0P. Converted to audio transcription. Beginning playback.
I've made a contingency plan in case Far Harbor discovers the truth, or gives in to their xenophobia despite all my efforts. I've isolated the wind turbine powering Far Harbor's fog condensers. A kill switch command will leave them defenseless from the fog and its creatures. But now that it's done, am I really capable of this? This massacre that I've engineered? I'm going to remove the command code from my memories. I'll bury a hard copy if I need to use it. But I can't keep it close to me. It makes me sick.
Additional location data appended. Coordinates to the kill switch command code and the wind farm maintenance building.
Alright, so recover the wind farm kill switch code. Now I believe that's buried on like an island somewhere. So so right now we've learned that the secret lab, Dima's secret lab, where he used a synth to replace somebody in Far Harbor in order to have an ally there, so that Far Harbor wouldn't just straight up, murk everybody, all the synths in Acadia. Let's see. The second one is the nuclear launch codes. That's in a hotel. I know exactly what the hotel is. We were given the code. The third one is the wind farm code for the kill switch. I think that's on an island to the west, on the far west side of Far Harbor. So, yeah. All right, let's go in. Okay. Goobers. All right, so let's see here. Now these little bugs down here, little guys are down here. Very nice. All right, so that's where the laser's coming from, and here are the boxes. All right. So I need to shoot that box up at there. So how to do that? How to do that? Two boxes high. Oh, it's technically 3 boxes high, but here we go. Alright, so that one's dealt with. Alright, let's see. Where is the other? It's over there. Alright, let's see here. Oh, I see. Huh, that's interesting. Actually, I didn't really need to do that. Let's see here. Oh, wait a second. Oh, well, that's silly. Okay, well, I just realized that other one is too high, not 3 high. There we go. Wait a second here. Where's the next one at? Alright, so it's down there. Uh-oh. Now it's getting a little bit more convoluted here. Let's see. Wait a second. Isn't there a way to get down under there? Oh, it's shooting down. I thought it was shooting up from the bottom. It's actually shooting from the top down. Okay. That makes sense. That's why I'm confused. Alright, so yep. Shoots down there. Alright, let's see here. So right here, huh? And here's the center. And okay, that looks like it's good. Let's see if there's another one that I actually have to laser through before we get any further. Okay, no, looks like a straight shock. Okay, good. Alright, just collect up this nonsense right here. Oh, were there more other boxes? More other blocks. Is that even English? What did I just say? Oh, I'm in the wrong spot. Whoops. I put them in the wrong place. I am such a dummy. Wow, I'm dumb. Actually, I wonder if there are more blocks down here. Nope. Okay. I just realized I put them in the wrong spot. I am such a silly. I am the dumb. There we go. Nope. This way. Alright, first, let's put these little bad boys. Put one right there. I think that'll be good. And then put one here. One here. And then I can put that one here and here.
Sentry has detected active intrusive program. Sentry has detected active intrusive program.
Alright, that should be all the fun stuff right there. They should be able to just roll on through. Come on now. I mean, I would like to say I don't have all day, but I technically have, well, I technically have the time. I just want them to go faster. Right, there we go.
Sentry has detected active intrusive program. Security alert. Intrusion detected in long-term storage. Intrusive program. Sentry has detected active intrusive program.
Alright, which is next?
Sentry has detected active intrusive program.
One of the memories is going to be of Nick Valentine. I want to say...
100% verified.
Which one is it?
Good job. You can use the data stream to access the next memory, as usual.
Memory file identification 0Z-7A4K. Converted to audio transcription. Beginning playback.
Get away from me! What the hell are you?
It's me. We escaped the Institute together. You're my brother.
I don't have a brother. The name's Nick Valentine. And no one in my family tree is a plastic skin freak.
You're just confused. Let me help.
Stay away from me! I don't want to hurt you!
Goodbye, brother.
End playback.
So that was a very short memory of Dima and Nick Valentine. It was shortly after Nick and Dima got discarded from the Institute because as being prototypes. Oh my goodness, sorry about that. Oh wow, that's probably really loud. I apologize. Okay. Alright. Alright, so we're into the last simulation. Number 5. This one is gonna be longer than the others. We have to pass through multiple red gates and put the laser through multiple little prisms and everything like that to make it work. Oh goodness, alright. Oh boy, this is gonna be great. Alright. First off, let's start by retrieving the cubes. Or sorry, code block. We're gonna need quite a few of these. Alright, so they're just literally right there. I just gotta zap it in there. But the route it takes is obnoxious. Honestly, quite obnoxious. Yes. Alright. Okay, so that's dealt with there. Pop in here. Grab that. All right, so that's 4 blocks high. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So, yeah. So it's gonna be like this. Boom. So it goes through like that. All right, good stuff. Let's see. I think I can jump. I could jump at least 3. So let's. Yeah. So that'll be fine. If I need more, I'll come back for an additional, for an extra. All right, next. All right, let's see here. How far up do I need to be? I need to be 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, 4 it is. Let's make sure I don't back off the edge and drop out of the simulation again. There we go. Now the most annoying bit is I have to keep these cubes in place. I have to keep the prism cubes in here. The decoder relay, I have to keep that in place, or else I won't be able to do what I need to do. All right, let's see here. So I have to go over there now. All right. All right, let's see. Oh, let me jump up here, please. Thank you. So that's gonna should be. It should shoot all the way through to there. Yep, that should be good. All right, now that I've unblocked it, I should say. All right, let's see. Can I jump up and Yes, I can. How's it? Oh, this direction. Yeah, that's right. Ah, I'm turning it the wrong way. I'm so bad at this. Okay, it won't let me do that. All right, so be it. Let me just drop down then. Come on. Ah. Zoom. All right, through it is. Okay, so you know what? I don't need to leave these here. I can take these with me. What the heck? Oh. so let's see. Okay, good. Yep. Very annoying. Very convoluted. Okay, so that shoots up there, so I actually have to not go this way, but this way. Oh, boy. Hello. Hi. Sorry. What's going on? I haven't played Fallout 4? Haven't played this far? Oh, okay. We're in Far Harbor right now. So Dima in his infinite wisdom has decided that it's the best idea to leave some of his memories at the nuclear submarine base that is known as the nucleus. The children of Adam inhabit the nucleus, and I've been sent here to retrieve his memories. And so far, we've discovered a couple of unique little things about Dima. That he knows the location of the nuclear launch codes for the missiles on the submarine, so that's a fun thing to know. We also learned that he has a kill switch for the fog condensers in in Far Harbor. And there's a couple other lore nonsense to worry about as well, but okay, so I need to shoot that across here. I need it to be so many above this. So it's quite a thing. So yeah, this is pretty far into Far Harbor. Once I finish this last simulation here, there are 5 simulations in total, and each one you complete, they're puzzles. So each puzzle you complete will unlock a new memory, which will give you a new piece of information that you can use to finish the game, to finish Far Harbor the way you want. And so right now, we're on simulation number 5. What the heck? And once we complete this, then I will get the location data for a set of armor that I want. So yeah, we're pretty much we're almost to the end of the main quest line in Far Harbor. So, all right, so I need to up here. That's right. Okay, yep, that's right. I should have, how many of these? So I got 1? I got 1 remaining. Okay. So you're gonna use that. I gotta use that one to hit this one. Hit that one right there. So oh, there's so much. Honestly, it's quite silly. I have to use these code blocks here. Basically, it's like a really terrible version of Minecraft here, where I have to build platforms or little pathways so I can get to the things I need in order to complete this simulation. This is the one that takes the longest. It's the most annoying. These little decoder relays, they're needed to direct the energy beams so that I can actually hit a particular block. So that those red blocks over there will disappear. So I gotta do that. Honestly, this is actually going faster than I thought it would. I remember this taking much longer. Maybe I was less experienced back then, but that's why it seems more easy. Is that the word? Or not as difficult, I should say. All right, so is this the right height? It is the right height. Okay, so that means I have to set up the little laser dude. Little laser beam dude. Right. Come on now. Come on. Come on. No, not right there. Come on. Right there. There we go. So it shoots through, hits that, removes the red blocks. Then I'm able to get this one here. Let's see what's next on the pile. This one might be a bit more difficult to remember. Alright, let's think here. How many blocks high is that? That looks like it's 3 blocks high, so I'll have to go down. I'll have to build out and then over 3 blocks, it looks like. Ooh, almost made that jump. Almost made that jump. Oh, kidding me? Wow. I'm failing to jump. This is amazing. There we go. Alright, so I need to actually... Where's the closest spot? I think it's right here, isn't it? This is probably the spot right here, huh? So it's 3 high. It's right there. So that shoots into this little spot here. Let's get rid of these. Now these little dudes right here, these little bugs looking things, they're actually going to carry the information from the data stream over here to this data stream. But I need to protect them with little turrets. 2 of them should be fine, I think. Alright, let me look here. So, right here. Yep, there's a laser stream right there, which means I put the build block right here. Like that. So that shoots over to that one. Now, I actually have to build out like this. Oh, wrong button. Okay, so that's the spot right there. Alright, so... Alright, sweet. They got rid of the red blocks. Okay. Now the little bugs should be doing their thing. Ah, I'm terrible at this. I cannot make the jump. I suck at jumping. You know when you have like one job and you're just terrible at it? Yep, that's me. Alright, let's see here. Oh, I should take these blocks with me. How many of these blocks do I got? Oh, I got plenty of blocks. I'm not worried about it. Okay. Never mind, I got plenty of blocks. Alright, so these little guys are just ready to do their job. There we go. Do your job.
Intrusive program detected.
Alright, start blasting.
Security alert. Data breach detected.
All right, there you go.
Countermeasures
Brilliant.
initiated.
All right, so endgame Far Harbor nonsense right here. All right. Oh, darn it.
First data block recovered. Good. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Beginning attrition of intrusive program.
Attrition. Is this a war of attrition or is this a data of attrition?
Complete memory retrieved.
All right, number 5.
You can exit the simulation at any time.
Well, thank you.
Memory file identification.
All right, let's hear listen.
Y-8K7D. Converted to audio transcription. Beginning playback.
I've discovered a curious record inside the pre-war data files of this submarine base. The Marines here were equipped with an advanced model of combat armor. There are several suits already in the base, in various states of deterioration. But there were more shipments of the armor on its way to the base, the day the bombs fell. They could be in prime condition if the sealants have held. I have no use for them, but you never know. Maybe they'll be worth digging up one day.
Additional data appended. Armor shipments tracking information. Coordinates downloaded.
Exiting simulation. in
All
3,
right, Marine combat armor shipments. Now there's 3 of them. Now, I intentionally do all 5 of the memory puzzles just simply so I can get the Marine combat armor, because I really like it. I think it's great. I'm kind of curious if the mod collection that I'm playing has altered them in any way, or maybe given them additional modifications that I could actually utilize. All right, so I've been there so long that I need to eat and sleep. I'm sorry, eat and drink water. So here we go. Okay, so that was done, and it took less than an hour. That's actually a pretty good record for me. The last time I actually played through that simulation, it took me longer than an hour because I guess I was just terrible at it. I mean, I'm not saying I'm great now, but I was worse back then. Was more worse, less better. I guess yeah. All right, where are the beds? I need to sleep these off real quick. Here we go. All right, brilliant. Okay. Now, let's get out this base here and start heading off to collect all this stuff. So, I don't know. So, spoilers, I suppose. With the we can take the nuclear launch codes for the missiles on the submarine and we can give them to Professor Tectus if we want. And he will use them for how he deems fit, which would probably be not very good for Far Harbor. Or I could take those codes and actually input them into the submarine's computer, which then would cause the actual submarine missiles themselves to detonate after a period of time, taking out the nucleus entirely. Or I could just hold on to them and never say a word about them. Tectus wants me to hand over anything he finds in there that might be useful to him because that's what he wants. Let's see here. I also have a code for a kill switch that will turn off the condensers. That would result in the destruction of Far Harbor. Tectus would like that. Let's see here. What else? Oh yeah, there's also the secret lab that Dima had that he used to turn one of the people in Far Harbor into a synth. So he'd have a synth ally in Far Harbor that would stop the people in Far Harbor from, like, attacking Acadia and destroying them. So we can go to him with that information we want. And drop down here.
I quake before Adam's majesty.
I'm sure you do. Do you also shudder before his immensity? I mean, I'm just curious. Anyway, here I'm getting lost in this labyrinth of wooden of barely constructed nonsense. This is brilliant. What else? Oh yeah, then there was also the location of the Marine combat armor, which is the thing that I really like. But you don't have to do guess you could say if there's a certain ending you want to have, all you'd have to do is just complete a puzzle to get that particular memory, and then you don't have to do the other memories any further. You could just leave after that. If you just want the nuclear launch codes, you could just do the first couple of memories, and you're good. If you want if you want to get the codes to shut down the condensers to Far Harbor, you'd only have to do maybe the third one. If you brought Nick Valentine here, and you want to, what is it here? If you brought Nick Valentine here as part of the whole story, as like part of your whole questing thing, yeah, it's all the way over here. Okay. Yeah, you only need to do the fourth memory, up to the fourth memory. But if you want the Marine Assault Armor like I do, then you have to do all 5. So, but there's actually a mod in this collection that allows you to skip all that, because not a lot of people, I don't particularly like the simulation all that well. All right, so what I need to do actually is my brother is prepared for his evening routine. So, whoa. I was not expecting this. Oh boy, here we go. So where do you guys come from? Okay, I hear... Uh-oh. Okay, I hear a radiation storm. Does that mean... It does. Okay, so now we have a ghoul horde problem, but I need to step away real quick. I will explain when I get back here. I'm just going to go help my brother with his evening routine, and then I shall return. I'm going to put up my little be right back animation, and I shall come back. Okay, I have doth returned. There we go. Alright, so I mentioned a ghoul horde. And you probably heard the guttural, nonsense in the background there. What's going on here? Boy, don't tell me your battery's already died. I guess the batteries have died. Well, that's silly. Here, let me just, 1 second here. Okay, well that's kind of silly. Right in the middle of gameplay, the battery has to die. Brilliant. Well, I got it charging now, but let's see. I plugged it in. All right, there we go. All right, now I have to play wired, but that's just okay. All right, as I mentioned, there's a ghoul horde. So there's a mod in this game that whenever a radiation storm rolls in, there's a % chance that a ghoul horde will appear. And as part of the settings, you can actually affect the % chance and also the number of ghouls that appear. And right now is the start of a ghoul horde. Those 2 ghouls I just attacked me, that's only the start of it. So let's see what kind of madness happens here. Oh, wait 1 second here. Bibbidi bobbidi boo. Is it okay? It looks like everything's okay. Alright, there we go. Alright, cool. Alright. So you might be able to hear the roaring in the... Yep, you heard that in the background? Oh boy. I'm surrounded. On all sides. Turn around. Look over here. So they're going to spawn in multiple locations. And they're going to come at me, bro. So I need to find a good spot where I can almost protect myself. Let's have a look-see on the map. Where's the nearest place I can actually hole up at? Oh boy. Oh boy, here we go. Alright. There's a tower that's, it's not nearby, but if I can get to that tower, I'm a bit better protected than just being out in the open like I am right now. Alright, let's see here. So the tower is over here. So what I need to do is just get across here, hit the road and head south. So get across the water. Now, the ghouls don't swim very well, so that's good for me. Now, there they are. Oh boy. They see me. I can't escape, but they see me. Oh, this guy's legendary. Oh, darn, I missed entirely. Alright, keep going. Oh, there's one. Oh, this guy's charred as well. Oh boy, watch out. Oh, geez, he almost got me. Oh, the Reaver. Okay. Alright, across the next body of water. Go, go, go. There's also a chance I'll run into some other McNasty from the island, so I gotta watch out for that. I've killed quite a few McNasties, so hopefully it's only ghouls that I encounter. Not no fog crawlers or mirelurks or anything like that. Alright, there's the tower right there. So this tower right here is usually inhabited by trappers. One of the trappers has a fat man, but I cleared them out earlier. So there shouldn't be any McNasties here other than the ghouls trying to eat my face. Wait a second, did it already end? Okay, I guess it already ended. Wow, that was actually pretty quick. Okay. Okay, 1 second here. Ooh. Okay, the last time that I got hit by a ghoul horde, it took a minute. There was a lot of ghouls. I was expecting that this time, but it looks like the Radiant Red Storm is over, so that means the ghoul horde has ceased. Oh, maybe not. I'm almost out of 308, so I'll switch over to my Reaper shotgun. I think is that it? All right, so, whoops, that's way too much inside in and out. Okay, let's get over here. So, need to head over here. So recover the wind farm kill switch, and get Demon's Cache. So, Rayburn's Point is south of here. Ooh, over here is should be a Marlurk Queen. I made a video a while ago about all the different locations you can find a Marlurk Queen, and I did not know about that particular location. I wonder if she's actually there. And the thing is that every time that I've seen her since I learned about her location, about her existence, she's been outside of the map, meaning I could not get to her. I actively have to bring her into the map, inside the map, in order to take her out. Now, you know what? I'm just going to swim. It's going to be easier than traveling over land. Since I have not traveled through this area, there's going to be nasties on the beach, on land. So swimming through the water will actually help me avoid the nasties. And that means nasties also means trappers, as well as mirelurks and gulpers and other McNasties. Especially over there. There are a few trappers in that building over there. You can avoid that entirely, though. You can see that there's bits and pieces outside of the map. We just can't get to them because, you know, invisible walls. How much carry weight do I got? I should have enough. My biggest concern before oh yeah, I got plenty of carry weight. Okay, got plenty of carry weight. Yeah, if you have too much, if you're carrying around too much stuff when you go to get this marine armor, then you're not gonna. Oops, wrong button. Darn it! I just realized. Yeah, here we go. And if I go down the miscellaneous, that should be where I can find... There we go. That's what I'm looking for right there. the Marine combat armor shipment, which is over there. Or at least one of them's over there. Alright, here we are. Dima's Cache. Wait a second. Why did it... Hold up, wait a minute. Oh, okay. I got scared for a second. I thought something weird happened. Nope, everything's fine. Everything's fine. Alright, bring down Far Harbor's defenses. Up there she is. There's the Marlet Queen right there. Did not know she existed for the longest time. Ooh, who's that? What is that? It's a Marlick Razorclaw. Oh, we got ourselves a hunter. I used to play World of Warcraft, and I would say hunt hard. Not a very nice, not a very polite thing to say, but you know. Venomous Angler. Ayo. Level 107. Well, you know, I would say let's avoid them for the time being. Oh, wait a second. There we go. All good. All right, so we got the first bit of info. We got the first Dima's Cache. Now we need to get the actual. What's that thing called? Oh yeah, the first shipment, the first wreck to get the armor. So there's two sets of nonsense you'll get with these sunken shipments. One is like the full set of Marine combat armor, and then another one is like it's like a wetsuit kind of deal. Doesn't really provide much in the way of defense. It just kind of looks cool. It looks kind of neat. That's about it. I don't really care too much for it. Here we go. Shipping container. Marine armor, Marine tactile helmet, and wetsuit. There we go. Let's have a look-see at this real quick here. So this is the Marine armor helmet. It's funny how there's a little pouch thing on the back of the head there. Oh, and I forgot about, here's the armor. I'm not a big fan that it's lead lined. I might change that. This is the torso. On the back there, it looks like it's a, hey, Pitster, hello. I just finished up the simulation, and now I'm collecting the bits and pieces of all the stuff that I got from the simulation. And right now, we're working on getting the Marine armor pieces. So yay for me. I'm a fan of this particular bit of armor in the game. All right, let's see. Which the nearest close to go? Okay, that's here. All right, and then the actual hotel itself is over here. All right, so the wind farm is over here. That's where the kill switch is. So we just got that. We're getting the next piece of the combat armor. Then we can go to the Vim Pop factory. And then we go to the actual hotel here. And then the last piece. So we could just cut across the island and get all of them at one time. And then decide how the fate of the island. So I guess the real question is, am I going to hold on to the nuclear launch codes? Am I going to set off the nuclear missiles in the nucleus, taking out the children? Or am I going to give the code to the children? I think giving the code to the children would probably be the most dangerous option. Allowing the children to exist as Tectus is probably the second most dangerous option. And just, I would just say nuking them is probably the least dangerous option. But of course, you have to live with the idea that you're just taking out a whole bunch of people. They're a cult. They're a cult, and they're a dangerous cult. And so far as I know, they haven't killed anybody on the island. But the people of Far Harbor have killed people, members of the cult. So there's that. All right, left leg, right leg. All right. But I do know this. All I gotta do is return to Kasumi in Acadia, and that actually completes the main quest line of Far Harbor. So there's that. So I don't really even need to do any of the other stuff. The other stuff is just whatever. I'll probably do any of the other stuff after I talk to Kasumi. Make sure she leaves the island and then do all the bad stuff and never mention it again. Ooh, what's over here? Let's see here. Yep, Vim Pop. Okay. Oh, goodness. Excuse me. A little bit of water for a second here. All right, there we go. Brilliant. Ooh, man, I cannot jump to save my life. Could not jump in the simulation. Can't jump here. I am terrible at jumping. No jump up, get down. I'm honestly waiting to be attacked by something. Where are you all, McNasties? Oh, okay, I know where I am. All right. Oi, man, I am terrible at jumping. Earlier there was a radiation storm that caused a ghoul horde to form, and then the radiation storm actually dissipated pretty quickly. So I wasn't as overrun as I was previously during last stream. So that was, I guess, lucky. Ooh, I went too far north. It's easy to get lost in the dark. It really is. Especially when it's foggy. What the heck? Let me jump. Toilet. Alright, so we cleared out the super mutants earlier, so there really shouldn't be any here. I mean, if there are, they're probably just like one or two. But I did a pretty good job excluding them all. Oh, of course, I forgot about Groon. I didn't have the means to get to Groon, so I'll have to come back for him later. Unless, no, I don't think Erickson has the code to the thing. He might have, I don't know. I'll have to ask him about it maybe. Ooh, that's a big suit right there. It's ginormous. All right, so gotta go up and that way, it looks like, so. All right, let's see here. think it's this way. Here we are. Yeah, it's a good thing it's a novice lock terminal, huh? You know, Bethesda, they're too afraid that you'll be unable to complete the actual game, so they make everything really easy on the main quest line. Drink. It doesn't work at all. So let's see here. Wouldn't be sands. Let's see. Is there another word that starts with the letter D? Okay, R. How about I? Oh, wait, we got suit. All right, let's see if this one works. No. Drink. Is there another word? Oh, snuck. Okay. Oh, wait, is it weights? No, okay, wow. I'm okay. I'm very terrible at this, clearly. Oh, we got right there. All right, that did all that. Okay, so snuck gave me 2. Check.
Nice.
Okay, yep, check. Open door. All right. All right, now elevator. What is that? Oh, it's a 10mm pistol. This place said it's 10mm pistols. Seriously, what's going on? All right, there we go.
Ground floor.
Oh, goodness. Looks like this person did not make it out. Great mentats. That's good stuff right there. And then, of course, we got these stuff here. All right. So here we have a little bit. And this is kind of neat. We had a couch down here and everything. Nice. Okay, so this right here is unmarked grave. All right. This is part of Dima's terrible little secret right here. Avery's locket. Avery's skull. And now, of course, what is done is done.
Is it going to be painful?
Signs of life detected. Yes. Scanning. It's going to be like having...
If you need assistance, please approach the intercom.
With something else. Someone else.
I'm ready. I wish I could say goodbye to everyone.
No one else can know. This isn't just about infiltrating Far Harbor. It's about becoming the human that synths drawn here need to meet. Reasonable. Willing to accept them as just another living thing. No greater or lesser than humanity itself. You'll be part of the bridge between our two worlds. That all vanishes the moment anyone discovers that it's been manufactured. That you're a synth.
Did she have to die? The woman I'm replacing? God, she looks so peaceful lying there.
Don't. Please. That blood is on my hands, not yours.
So Dima killed the original Avery and replaced her with a synth. All right, so this person, Kyle, I think their name is. Yep. KYE 1.1. So in order to get into this room, I need to bring Nick Valentine here. That's why. That's one of the reasons why he's kind of integral to this particular DLC. It's kind of. I don't. Where is it at? Can I even see it from here? I don't think I can. Anyway, there's a weapon in there. There's a unique weapon in there. I think it's called December's Child. But in order to get access to the weapon, it's a combat rifle. I think it's December's Child. There's a couple of different weapons in Far Harbor that have different names. But like I said, in order to get through this door here, I need to bring Nick Valentine in here. And then that will open this door and allow us to go in there. So that's one of the more reasons to bring Nick Valentine along on this, other than just lore reasons, but also to get this door open so that you can get the unique item that's in there. But until I do that, I can't get that door. Now, actually, I can get through the door. You know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to get through that door. I'm going to show that you don't really need Nick Valentine for this. But lore-wise, it's a good idea to bring Nick Valentine. So I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna show you how to do it. So you don't need Nick Valentine to get through the door. But if you were to play it normally and not, use an exploit, you could just use Nick to get through the door. But if you want to use the exploit, I'll show you how to do it. I've done this before previously, and I'm going to abuse the hell out of it again because it's just fun. It's just fun to do. All I need is a bit of power armor. Or should I say, honestly, I think I really only need the power armor frame. And the fusion core. But hey, guess what? Entree. Now, usually I don't use power armor unless I'm going into a really heavily irradiated area, such as the glowing sea. Because usually I just I won't do it. Because power armor is really slow. It does increase your carry weight, so you can carry more stuff, but it kind of defeats the whole survival thing. If you're playing survival mode, using power armor is a good idea, absolutely. But for me, I don't like to use power armor that much. Except when I'm, going through really heavily irradiated areas. There are parts of Nuka World that have a lot of radiation in them. And so I will use some power armor there. That's really about it. So even though I'm playing a mod collection, let me have a look, see, make sure nothing blocks the way here. It should be good. So even though I'm using a mod collection, I had to downgrade to the pre-update, pre-next gen update. This will still work in the next gen update. So what you want to do is get your power armor and get as close to the door as you want. Now, if there's any objects on the other side of the door, this will actually stop you from going through. So you have to be kind of mindful of that. So what you want to do is walk up to the door, go third person like I am right here. Now I'm going to exit the power armor, and when the exiting animation is happening, I'll be looking to the left. So that when I finish exiting the power armor, I'm gonna be mashing activate, which will allow me to get back in the power armor very quickly. Or it will start the entering of the animation. If done correctly, it will look like my character is actually stepping past the power armor into the next room. And then with the magic of the camera, it will put me inside the room. So here we go. Exiting and looking left. Oh, I can't exit my power armor here. Wait, what? Are you kidding me? Wait, don't tell me they actually... Wait, don't tell me they actually... Oh, you're kidding me. Oh, there we go. Okay, I'm looking left and mashing activate. Alright, so it's going to look like I'm stepping past the power armor, if done correctly. Oh, yep, there I am. There we go. And I'm in the room. No Nick Valentine needed. Now, I don't know exactly why it wouldn't let me exit the power armor here, but I guess I needed to be a little closer to this side here. Oh, I'll take those. And there we go. I use an exploit to get past a door that I should not have been able to get past without Nick Valentine. All right, so here it is, December's Child. It is a combat... Is that a combat shoddy?
Perfect.
Oh, no, wait. December's Child, lighter build, uses 5.56 ammo. What was that? I heard a buzzing noise. The heck? That was weird. Okay, anyway, yeah. So 5.56 ammo, 25% fast fire rate, 50% faster reload. Doesn't do a whole lot of damage. And it's automatic receiver. But there you go. Good stuff right there. And now all we got to do now is just exit the room. So, same difference. You just walk up to the door like so. Third person. Then you can exit the power armor, look left, and mash activate. And you'll know you've done it correctly when the camera is looking to the right in a weird, funky manner. And then now you're good. You're set. No need for Nick Valentine to do that. Now that you can use the power armor exploit to make it happen. Another fun bit about power armor is that it eliminates the eating and drinking animation, because it just don't make no sense. So you can eat and drink more quickly when you're in power armor. All right. Now, if you're a power armor collector, because I've encountered some folks during my time making videos on Fallout 4, I've encountered individuals in the comment section who like to collect power armor, and so I do have a couple of videos. I have a video where it shows pretty much where you can get every single bit of power armor in the game, except of course from there's some power armor that are kind of locked behind quests, so you'll have to do some quests to get those. Most of those are not in the video. And see the oh, and of course power armor you get from enemies. That's not in the video either. So mostly it's just you go out into the world and discover, and you're set. So I don't remember how many locations are, but it starts off, the first half of the video is all the locations where you can find partial sets of power armor, and then the other locations are the full sets of power armor. And it's across, it's in the Commonwealth and all the DLCs. All right, so I'm just going to leave this here. I will come back for it eventually, maybe one day. But it's going to slow me down as I travel, and I don't really walk really slow underwater. That'll drive me crazy, because I still have to go underwater to get the last remaining pieces of the Marine combat armor. Okay, fun stuff there. There's other exploits in the game as well. I just don't really use those, mostly because it kind of I'm not a fan of them. Like using your special book in Sanctuary to get all of the perks you want. Sorry, to get all the points you want. That's all great and everything like that. It feels like it, honestly, it feels as if you're kind of robbing yourself of the experience of playing the game, of building the character that you want. Like I did once upon a time ago have like a level 93 character or something like that. It's like 93 or 96. And I boosted my character, gave myself all the perks that I wanted, and I was like level 93 or something, 96. But when I started playing the game, because, I wanted to play as I would like to play through the entire game, it just wasn't as satisfying. So I stopped playing it and reloaded the save and went in as a weak level 1 character. It was just more, more satisfying, I guess you could say. All right, so the next one here is going to be, at the hotel. So what we got to do is hit land and follow the road, and we'll hit the hotel. Now, the hotel has lots and lots of super mutants in it. And there's a bunch of super mutants outside, and then there's a bunch inside. And given my current level of 100 and plus, I imagine there's going to be quite a few masters There might be a berserker. There might be a brute. There might be. They're not going to be very friendly. Oops. Where's the... I'm looking for, in the hotel, there's a hotel room that has the nuclear launch codes. So I want to get a hold of that so then I can proceed further. Oh, and we've been spotted. Good stuff. All right, so yep, you are a Hellion. You're a pale mutt Hellion, which means you're going to be hard to take down because you're also legendary. Ooh, you're kind of in a weird spot. Let me get over here. So there should be at least one super mutant over here on these, what do they call them? Palisades or whatever it is. There's the defenses. Where are you at? Is that going to attract anybody's attention? Hello? Where's that super mutant? I swear it's over here. It's a good thing that I don't set off any floor traps with my perk setup, so good stuff there. But other than that, yep, they got a warlord. Another warlord. All the warlords, they're everywhere. Wow, I missed. Okay, one down. Alright, so where's that Hellion at? Oh, there you are. Oh, we have a Nightkin. We have a Nightkin right here. Where are you at? There you are. No, wait. This guy's hard to see. Oh, I missed him. Okay.
You hit like a rat roach. You had your time, human.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, where are these guys at? I can't even see them. All right. What the heck? Really? Okay. Well, I guess I disappeared that quickly. Where the heck is the other ones? All right, where's the door? I think the door's over here. All right, since we're going inside, let's Oh, I really should have slept, huh? I really should have slept in a bed. All right, let's see if I can do this without dying horribly. If not, then I'll have to make that entire run all over again. I really should have slept before I came over this way. Oh boy.
Someone there? Must have been nothing. Buckethead would show up. I'd rip his legs clean off.
Sure you would. Let's see, where's the nearest, Okay, let's see. Okay, looks like I went a little bit too far. I didn't mean to go up the stairs. Okay. Man, these warlords are everywhere. Okay, that shut him up. That's good. Alright, should be able to have a quick sleep on the bed, maybe? No? Ooh, okay. Let's close the door then. So, the story about this spot here is that there was a guy who was, I guess, with a girl, with a dame, as one does, and she wanted access to stuff, and he didn't want to give it to her, and so they both shot each other, and the launch codes never left the broom, which is a good thing. Yep. So here she is, and there's where he is. All right. Let's preserved mac and cheese, looking good right there. All right, so let's see here. Army helmet if you want to have it.
Franny, it's me. I'm at the Grand. In our old suite. 485130. That's the key to the safe room they installed in case of the bombs. Franny, I need you to come quick. I don't know when they'll be coming for me, so I prepped the boat in case we need to make a rapid exit. But I can't be a part of this. Nuclear war? I won't do it. And I'm not gonna let anyone else use my submarine to blow up the damn world. Please, Franny. I need you here. If this is the end, let's spend it together.
There was supposed to be another holotape somewhere that has her response to it, but apparently I'm not seeing it. Maybe it's behind the doors. Oh, wait a second. A curio door. Curious, sir. Oh, anyway, I better sleep in this bed here real quick. There we go. Oh no, I am now ill. I feel fatigued. Not fatigued. That's terrible. Let's see what's in here. I'm curious. There we are.
Yes.
Where is the holotape? Uh-oh.
Hey! Hands where I can see them. Now, where is the key?
Franny, put the gun down. What exactly do you think you're going to accomplish?
My job.
Fringe Cove Docks. Combinations 44, 6, 75, 12.
Now, was that so hard? So long, Captain. Now where the hell's the release to this...
Sorry, Franny. You're stuck with me.
Aha! He quote-unquote saved the world or something. Alright, what was I doing? Oh yeah, sleep. I'm sleeping in a hotel with a bunch of super mutants. They could roll up in here anytime and just straight up murder me, but no, apparently I'm quote-unquote safe to do that. Alright. So now I am well slept, I am well fed, and I'm well watered. Now I just gotta, well, get out of here. Without being attacked by or seen by any super mutants. Specifically Nightkin. I want to avoid being seen by Nightkin. They're real difficult to deal with because you can't really see them all that much. Alright, brilliant. Off to the Island. 107 Island. Alright, let's see where this boat at. Of course the boat's all the way down here. Fringe Cove Docks. Of course I have to run all the way down there. Well, since I'm right here is where the Marine combat armor is. I'm gonna go grab that real quick. Ooh, it is daytime outside. Nice. It is a bit rainy, but that's fine. Oh, and they saw me.
Someone there?
Nope, no one's here. Don't need to worry about it. Nobody. No one here but us chickens. We got a radiation storm now. Brilliant. Am I gonna hear ghouls screaming in the fog? Almost there. I was just waiting to hear if there's going to be any ghouls screaming in the fog. That way, that tells me that there's a horde, a ghoul horde on the way. Alright, here we go. Left arm, right arm. Complete. Find the combat armor shipments. Alright, you know what? If it's still... Yep, still pretty light out. So I could throw on this power... I can throw on this armor and show what it looks like. So the armor, the combat armor, the Marine combat armor, goes onto your person just like any other piece of armor. So you can wear whatever you want underneath it. Whatever under armor you want to have, you can do that. And it would look fine. Alright, let's do this. So we got Under Armour here, which is the wetsuit, which greatly reduces what it looks like here. So I'm wearing the military-issued Vault jumpsuit. I have this imbued, whatever. Where is it at here? Oh, no, headgear. That's what I'm looking for. So this is the Marine tactical helmet right here. Kind of it's very reminiscent of the stealth armor. Where are we at here? Oh, return. The Marine wetsuit. So this is what it looks like with combat armor on it. Kind of menacing. Unfortunately, I can't put any what do you call that? I can't imbue this wetsuit with any ballistic weave. So other than it looking neat, that's about it really. But let's go back to this military vault suit here. And now we'll switch up the headgear. We'll put on the Marine combat armor helmet. Yep. That's what it looks like. All right, and of course, then we'll do the all of the armor as well. So some of it is more positive. You can see I get +4, +10s. So right arm, right arm, chest piece, left leg, right leg. I'm carrying too much, I can't run. Ah, I forgot about that. Yes. So the combat armor I'm wearing has a deep pocket, which means it increases the carry weight quite a bit. So let me show you what it looks like. Oh, which means, there we go. This is what it looks like. Now, when I get this to an armor workbench, I'm kind of curious as to what has changed. I mean, if the mod collection has changed anything about it. Oh, let me take off this trunk. Let's take off the trunk here. Is it super moving trunk? There we go. There we go. This is what it looks like on the back without the trunk on. I likes it. I likes it. All right, let's put the trunk back on because I need the carry weight. And let's put the armor back. Let's put this combat armor back on because, you know, I need that increased carry weight. And we also will use the headgear of the Gunner Combat Helmet. And we're back. All right, cool. All right, so next location is going to be all the way down here for the launch codes. So you know what I'll do? I'll just swim around. Instead of going across the island and failing to jump over, you know, sticks, I'll just swim. Swimming is a lot easier. And there's less chance of me getting stuck on things as I swim. So here's what I'm thinking. So the truly evil options, I guess you could call it evil, I could give the launch codes to Tectus, and then he will do whatever he wants with it. I could also turn off the power to the condensers, and that would cause the Far Harbor, the people of Far Harbor, the dock itself, to be overrun by the fog and by the monsters. I've seen that go down before. It's quite the thing to see. Now, if I was with the Institute, or the Brotherhood of Steel, and not enemies with the Brotherhood of Steel, I could bring either the Institute and the Brotherhood of Steel to Far Harbor to attack Acadia and wipe everybody else out there. But since the main quest line requires me to get Kasumi to return home to her parents, I'll have to do anything like that would have to be done after Kasumi gets sent home. Oh, we got ourselves a couple of Mirelurk hunters on the shore over there. But I'm not going to turn off the condensers. I'm not going to turn off power to the condensers. Excuse me. Drinking a soda here. But I will. But what I will take the power, I will take the nuclear launch codes, and I will use those. I will detonate the missiles in the submarine, taking out the children out of Adam, because I personally think that with them gone from the world, it would be much better for everybody. There's a less difficult, there's a more difficult path to go down. Like, I could take the information about Dima killing Avery and replacing her with a synth, and we could do the exact same thing with Tectus. We could actually kill Tectus and replace him with a synth, and then the synth version of Tectus will actually Oi, why are you so mad? Why are you so mad? I was just running through. Relax. I guess I stepped into his territory. I guess I'm the villain. Jeesh. Alright. Before I got jumped and stomped by that rad stag, what was I saying? Oh yeah. We could replace Tectus with a synth, and then synth Tectus will then, you know, take the children around him down a more peaceful path. You know, instead of trying to take out Far Harbor, it will be, instead of attacking Far Harbor and trying to hurt them, he'll keep everybody at a distance so that there isn't any problems. Okay, so... Oh, it's a gulper devourer. How you doing? I think you might be mad at me. I think you might just be a little bit mad at me. It's just kind of over there now. Honestly, I would be a little bit mad too if I was just minding my own business and then somebody shot me in the head. I'd probably be pretty mad at myself. You know, try to put yourself in somebody else's shoes kind of thing, right? Alrighty. Oh, a little bit too far to the north there. Gotta head further south. But I will just take the easy route. Oh, and if you bring Nick Valentine along, when you nuke the nucleus, when you set off the missiles in the nucleus, Nick Valentine will say a few things. We'll have a few words about that. I did not bring Nick Valentine this time, but the previous times I've been here, yes, I did. So I wonder if those streams still exist. I know there's after a period of time, some streams disappear. Or maybe I'm thinking Twitch. Yeah. Well, Twitch, if you're not, what is it here? Is it partnered? If you've not monetized on Twitch, then after about, I think it's like 2 weeks, your streams get deleted. And I have not yet achieved all of the minimum requirements to get monetized on Twitch. I'm almost there, but so far haven't been able to achieve that just yet. So I have the follower count. I have the number of hours I need. I just need 1 or 2 more things, and I should be monetized on Twitch, or should be able to be eligible to apply for monetization. Where to go? This swimming is taking a little while, but that's fine. I avoid nasties on the land more often. So where is this boat? I think the boat is underwater, isn't it? Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's down here under the sea. Under the sea. There we go. Let's see here. There we go. A nuclear launch key. Like an actual literal key, which is kind of funny to me. Alright. Let's get out of here, because we're about to be jumped by these guys. The anglers are not happy that I'm here. I'm encroaching on their territory. Alright, so now, all I gotta do now is I can go back to the nucleus with the key. But the first thing to do would be go to Acadia. Yeah, so I could go tell Far Harbor about Avery's murder, and then I believe they will go up the hill and attack Acadia, killing everybody there. So I could do that, which would be pretty evil. Then I could actually turn off the defenses and wipe out Far Harbor, and then of course I could also blow up the nucleus with the launch key. But we got to go back to Acadia first so I can tell Kasumi about what's going on. And telling Kasumi would conclude mostly the main story. There might be a couple more items I would need to do. I don't really sure. But let's see. What is the... Okay, I'm really far away. I should not be on land right now. I should cut across to the water, then head north. So where we'll head is... Okay, yep, so we'll hit the water. We'll swim around. All right, so there's this nice little detour here. So there's a... In the Commonwealth, there was a quest I started, but I wasn't able to actually complete due to restrictions, due to the fact that I just didn't want to run around the Commonwealth carrying a bunch of, like, a scrap metal, just so I can build artilleries at multiple different settlements. So there's a quest I have called With Our Powers Combined, and I won't say it's the only quest I haven't done, but it's one quest that I've not done. Sorry. You can use the Minutemen to take down the Brotherhood of Steel. Everything's all set up and ready to go. I have to complete the game with... I have to take out the Institute either using the Brotherhood of Steel or the Minutemen. The silly thing is, if you use the Brotherhood of Steel to take out the Institute, then Elder Maxim becomes invulnerable and will not die. And if you want to have his sweet coat and his sweet gun, he's going to need to die. So essentially, for that particular part of it, you're going to have to take out the Institute using the Minutemen, which I did. And the second part is I have to be enemies with the Brotherhood of Steel. And you can do that by essentially killing a name NPC. And this time I killed Proctor Ingram. She was on the ground, and I was to take her out at a distance, and then I was able to run away from the Brotherhood of Steel. Of course, if I went onto the boat, went on the Pridwin and tried to kill, like Proctor Tegan or Proctor Quinlan, then I would have had to fight my way off the boat, and that would not have been good for me. That would have been unsafe. That would have been pretty bad, I guess. Oh, yep, this way. So Ingram was on the ground. She was easiest to get to, so I took her out. Let's see. So now that I'm enemies with the Brotherhood of Steel and I've taken out the Institute, I went and talked to Preston Garvey, and they're like, we got to deal with the Minutemen. And like, I got to deal with the Brotherhood of Steel. And I'm like, I agree. And so now I have to go to 5 different settlements and set up the artillery so that we can... Oh, no, don't crash. Oh, okay, thank you. Ooh, okay. So set up artillery so that we can... so that those 5 artillery batteries can fire on the Pridwin simultaneously, overwhelming its defenses and bringing it down. And at which point... the Brotherhood of Steel will then fly over to the castle where I'm at, where I will be at, and I will have to defend the castle against the Brotherhood of Steel. But before I do that, I kind of want to build up the defenses of the castle, just so that it's not crazy. Now I imagine with the vertibirds, it probably won't matter, but if we can take the vertibirds down when they're in the air, that would probably hurt them quite a bit. So I'm going to try to take down the Brotherhood of Steel without building up the defenses to see what that's like. And if I have to build defenses, then I will. Most likely that's kind of be like a next stream kind of situation, because I'll probably spend a good chunk of the stream just actually preparing for the fight. Because now that I got local leader, 2 points into local leader, I can now set up supply lines. Or is it just 1 point, the local leader? Oh, I know, it's 1 point. So at 1 point in local leader, I can establish supply lines between all of my workshops, and thus I'll have access to all the scrap that's in each workshop, but I won't have access to things like food or drink or ammunition or weapons or anything like that. So each individual location will have its own situation. But I need access to that scrap. Most of the scrap I got is in the... let's see here. Not that way. I need to turn around this way. Yeah, most of my scrap is in, not that way. Come on now. Pay attention. Give me the road. Here we are. Yeah, I was going to say, most of my scrap is at the drive-in, at the Starlight Drive-In, and then the other half, the other rest of the scrap is at Sanctuary. So it might require a little bit more planning and a little bit more scrap acquiring before I can really establish all of the setups, but I have already selected which settlements I'm going to be setting up the artillery at. All it now requires is just for me to just, make it happen. All right, let's see. Oh, that was too fast. Okay, yep, this is the path. There we are. All right, so I'm going to tell Kasumi. Hopefully that would be sufficient to get her to leave the island. I will take her back to her family, to Kenji and, what was her mother's? I forgot her mother's name. And hopefully that would be it. And then I can head back here and deal with the children of Adam. And then move on. I'm not going to turn in, what's his face? Dima. I'm not going to turn him into Far Harbor. Well, what Dima did violates every single thing that he preaches. He did it out of desperation and fear. And that causes people to violate their principles. And, yeah. And, whatever decision, if you wish to play through this, you can handle that in any manner that you want. If I did a really terribly evil playthrough, I'd probably kill everybody on the island and just call it good. But that's the thing, that's the real fun bit about playing on survival. You only have, was it like 3 or 4 autosaves before any decisions you make are irreversible. Because that's the only way you can save on survival is autosave. Unless you, of course, use a mod to change that. You can use a mod to change that to where you can do hard saves on survival. Although I'd say that kind of violates the spirit of it, but you do you. There we go. In we go. That is a shredding minigun. Probably has a legendary effect on it too. Okay, so I can go talk to Dima about Avery's murder. But I'm gonna go talk to Kasumi. Kasumi should be downstairs. I think she's always downstairs. All right, Kasumi.
Hey, Kasumi.
You're back. So, what did you find? Can we really trust Dima? Or is he hiding something?
Oh, girlfriend, I got a story for you.
I found Dima's earliest memories. He murdered and replaced someone in Far Harbor. And then he covered it up, even hiding the knowledge of it from himself.
Damn it. I was hoping I was wrong, but I just knew there was something. Do you know why he did it?
This is kind of a really this one kind of makes more sympathetic. This one makes him seem like he's more of an evil guy. So I'm gonna try this one here.
I think he was desperate. He thought it was the only way.
Has Acadia been a mistake this whole time? Is it worth saving? There are good people, synths here.
Ooh.
Acadia is still an ideal worth protecting. I'll do everything I can.
You're right. We have to see this through. Maybe you can use what you've found in Dima's memories and convince the old synth to do what's right. I know you've been doing all the hard work. I've been making a few things. Take them. Maybe they'll help. Come talk to me when this is all over, okay? Good luck.
Okay, so let's see. So I think it gives me the option of trying to convince him. I could either tell Avery, I could tell Far Harbor, or I could talk to Dima. That's kind of the challenge, right? No, actually, you know what? Nah, we're gonna... No, I said I was not going to confront him, so I was about... That option I selected to actually break that, would actually violate that choice, that decision I've made. So I'll just tell Consumi to leave the island. Yeah, if you tell Far Harbor, Alan, I think that's his name, he'll take a crew of people up here and just start killing everybody. So. All right. I just realized I'm gonna have to set up a bunch of. I have to add modifications to my armor.
Hey, Kasumi.
You're back. So, what did you find? Can we really trust Dima? Or is he hiding something?
I found Dima's earliest memories. He murdered and replaced someone in Far Harbor, and then he covered it up, even hiding the knowledge of it from himself.
Damn it. I was hoping I was wrong, but I just knew there was something. Do you know why he did it?
I think he was desperate. He thought it was the only way.
Has Acadia been a mistake this whole time? Is it worth saving? There are good people, synths here.
You should head home, Kasumi. Back to the Commonwealth.
I've been thinking about that actually, but I need to see this through. There are synths here I care about. Maybe when this is over, we can talk about it again?
Okay. Alright, so what's the option? Is it still the same options? I'm kind of wondering about that. Confront Dima about the nuclear launch key. Okay, so yeah, I won't tell him about the murder, but I will confront him about the nuclear launch key. Darn it. Looks like it's only... looks like I either have to confront... Yeah, no, it kind of looks like I either tell Far Harbor about Avery's murder, confront Dima about Avery's murder. Damn, okay. Looks like I have no choice but to do that. I was hoping I didn't have to confront him, but it looks like I do. Well, that's a sad face. Because if I tell Far Harbor, they're going to send people up here to kill him. And I don't really want that to happen. So, I'll just confront him. I was hoping to avoid that. I didn't really want to confront him about this, but I guess it looks like in order to complete the quest, I have to.
Hey, Dima.
I hope you don't mind, but I had Chase shadow you. She saw you entering and leaving the nucleus. And Faraday tells me that there's been some theft from his office. A certain computer program he and I had been working on. So, you know about my memories. I can only ask you to return whatever you found to me. They are mine, after all.
I have a memory of yours about a nuclear launch key. You knew how to detonate the sub in the nucleus all along.
Give me a moment. I need to remember for myself. So, I chose to forget the launch key even existed. Poor Confessor Martin. Was I lying to him all that time? The submarine is rusted into the dry dock. The only target that missile is ever going to hit is the base itself. The nucleus. Where the children of Adam live. We have to keep that key out of the wrong hands. The nucleus has innocent people living there among the zealots threatening Far Harbor.
Oh, look at that. That's the good evil one right down there.
That key is the answer, Dima. We should destroy the nucleus.
You're serious? How would that solve anything?
The children of Adam believe in division. Deep down, nuclear destruction is what they want. They just need to be convinced.
Nuclear genocide is not acceptable. No matter the circumstances, we have to find another way. My memories have to hold an answer where both sides can live. Have you found anything else?
Your memories led me to a gravesite. You killed Captain Avery and replaced her with a synth so you could control Far Harbor.
What? That's impossible. Let me see what you found. I did it. I killed a woman from Far Harbor and replaced her. I stripped a synth's identity from her and made her an agent.
Let's be practical. How do we proceed from here?
You're right. We have to focus on what has to be done now. I'm starting to see things more clearly. We have to keep this secret from Far Harbor. If they knew I had done this, they wouldn't destroy just me. They'd come after Acadia, and then without us, the fog condensers will eventually fall into disrepair. Everyone will die. I have an idea. There's still a way we can bring peace. But the fact that I've replaced a human with a synth must remain hidden.
I'll keep your secret, Dima.
Thank you. Maybe the guilt will keep me focused. As horrifying as it might be to suggest, this memory you've recovered has given us a new option. If Far Harbor could be made more tranquil by our intervention, then perhaps the same trick will work twice on the children of Atom. We could replace High Confessor Tectus with someone willing to forgive Far Harbor and work towards reconciling.
All right. Tell me what your plan is.
This will be difficult for both of us, but I think it's our only option. I'll need you to leverage your access to the High Confessor and lure him to a secluded location. You should be able to find a spot in the Bay's old command center where you can deal with him discreetly and hide the remains. Once your work is done, return here and the replacement will move in and take command.
Okay. I'll do it. Any ideas on how I can get him alone?
Tectus lives in fear of being usurped by his predecessor Martin. Despite that, in all likelihood, Martin is dead. But if you somehow uncovered evidence of Martin's imminent return, I expect Tectus would be interested hearing all you know in private. All we have to do is manufacture Martin's uprising. To do so, I'll need raw material. Martin recorded many of our conversations. Those in the nucleus have certainly been destroyed, but I built a small refuge for Martin many years ago. when he needed respite from the family. Go there and collect any tapes you can find. I'll begin work on our replacement. And here, I want you to have this as well, for what you've done for us.
Oh, dang. Idiot Savant popped up. Okay, cool. So this is neat. Arcadia's Shield. +1 agility, intelligence, and agility. All right. All right. Well, I did try to convince him to nuke him, but apparently, no. I mean, I could still technically nuke him. That wouldn't be a problem because I still have the key. I should still have the nuke and launch key, so I should be able to nuke him without much problem. All right, so heavy gunner's good there. Let's see, which one do I need? Oh, hacker. Yep, we'll do with hacker. 108. All right. So Martin's tapes are on the island again. Okay, yeah, I know where they are. Okay. Could not convince him to nuke him. That's unfortunate. All right, well, this would technically be a more peaceful option. Let's see. Let's see here. What's the... Look at all these. Look at all these. Oh, man, there's a lot of these. I generally don't do a whole lot in the way of, like, actual workshops, but damn, there's a lot. Yeah, I could also talk to him about that. Use the key to destroy the nucleus. Yeah. Wait a second here. Yep. All right, Martin's holotapes. They are all the way over here. Oh, yes, I remember now. There's the logging camp. Or logging camp, wow. Lake Lumber. Okay. All right, this is going to be fun. There's so much, there's honestly so much to do here. There's still a bunch of places I've not explored yet. There's enemies I haven't fought yet. There's things I've not looted yet. Now, before I can wear my assault armor, I'm going to have to put deep pockets on them so I can have that carry weight. And I got to check to see what kind of mods are available for the marine assault armor so that I can improve it and make it better. Or maybe, hopefully make it better. I'm not too sure if I can, though. It's usually considered like end game kind of like armor. So, hello? Yo, dog, what's up? This thing uses so much freaking AP to use in VATS. It's wild. Oh, I'm gonna actually ask Erickson if he has the access code. If there is an access code to Groon, that way I could take him out while I'm here. Oh, wait a second. You're not. You're Alan. Erickson.
Oh, hello again. Did you need something?
Let's see here.
So, why don't you hate humans like the rest of your kind seem to?
Started seeing things more clearly when we came here. Who knows? Maybe it's the fog. I just don't see what the point of us all killing each other is.
Wow. Did you train these dogs?
Yeah, as guard dogs. Not all can be trained, though. Most are used to being kicked or shot at. I can only manage a few at a time, though. So unless I find a new home for one of them, I can't really take on any more.
You just live out here by yourself?
My kind are mostly stupid brutes. They used to trade with a couple people in Far Harbor, but they don't leave the settlement much these days. The rest of the people on the island are worse.
Got any tips about the island?
There's a lighthouse on the south end of the island. Big family of trappers lives there.
Nothing.
Oh, okay. I was hoping maybe he had a dial-out option where I could get maybe the password to the actual... Oh, probably shouldn't jump down there. That might die horribly. Okay. I was hoping. Oh, wow. I did that a second time. So terrible. So terrible. What is the glow here? Oh, it's me. I'm so dumb. I'm like, why is it glowing? It's because my flashlight is... I'm so dumb. I put the light on. It's like, well, why am I wet? Oh, it's raining outside. That's why. Oh. Ooh, a boat. What is the boat about? Oh, there's a gulper. He's probably already seen me, so let's went right past that guy and didn't even turn to look at me. There is, you know what, there's one thing I noticed. The Vim sodas, the Captain's blend, it supposedly has like a temporary buff that when you consume it, it prevents the Mirelurks and whatnot from being hostile to you. I don't think it works on the Gulpers though, or the Fog Crawlers. I don't think it works on them, but it does make the Mirelurks less hostile. So that's fun. Alright, so I could swing it. I was told to swing by in here. Uh-oh, this is a red storm. I just realized it's a red storm. Why is a red storm gonna pop up just when I'm approaching a settlement? Man, running across the island is just, one, it's cardio, but still, it takes a while. Yeah, if you're not a fan of spending a lot of time either running or, you know, not getting somewhere fast enough, yeah, probably don't want to be here. Probably don't want to play survival. Alright, let's go inside here. So there should be quite a few holotapes there, maybe like 3 or 4. And there should be... Oh yeah, there's also fusion cores as well. So... Oh, wait. There should be at least one. Hello.
Yes.
Western number 77. She. Uncommon trading card. Sister Gwyneth's visit. Sister Gwyneth came to me last night. She said she spent another night thinking and we discussed, but she cannot unsee what she believes to be the truth. Adam cannot be real. We talked about the better part of 2 hours, discussing back and forth, reminded her of the gifts of the island, of Adam's blessing, and the messengers seen by her brothers. Sister, and sisters of the family of Adam has granted her. That seemed to calm her. Finally, she returned to bed. But now dawn comes and her questions still linger, raised doubts that I have ignored for some time now. I am left my own question. Perhaps Gwyneth is wiser than she knows. A new path. Adam above, I've lost them. Tectus screams for blood and children cheer. I beg for civility and they whisper traitor behind my back. I'm left to wonder if I might have done to deserve taking them away from me. But in the back of my mind, I know faith waning is unattained fire, flail to care about for it, and it cannot be rekindled. Thus I sit here thinking on embers, trying to summon the courage to do what I know I have to put off for too long. So I shall step outside that door, and when I do, my life begins anew. For the first time, O Radiant One, its path is out of your hands. So, what does it say?
I have to say, I'm surprised. I had assumed you and your followers would be more adamantly hunting for the sub's launch key.
I hope we haven't disappointed you too greatly. I'd hate to anger our landlord.
I believe I'll survive. But am I mistaken? Does your god not require you die in a nuclear blast? Is that not why you've taken up in the nucleus?
It's not a transaction, Dima. Adam requires nothing of us. He has granted us a chance to become something greater, to divide our weak mortal frames and bring life to millions of new worlds. We are simply accepting the opportunity his glow presents, whatever form it may take.
So if you found the launch key, you wouldn't use it?
That I don't know.
Are you afraid?
I'd be mad to say I wasn't, but we've made a home for ourselves here. Friends, a family.
A place you belong.
Exactly. The nucleus. It is a blessing of the truest order. It would be hard to leave such a gift, even if it is for another. But regardless, the key is lost. So, until Adam sees fit to return it, I dare say you're stuck with us.
I believe I'll survive.
Thank you for coming so quickly.
I heard about the execution. I can't believe they killed your missionary, Martin. I'm sorry.
Brother Andrews, a good soul. The fault is mine. If I'd realized things had become so tense in Far Harbor, I would have never let him leave. They blame us for the fog overrunning the town, Dima. And now, the children. It's Tectus. He won't listen. He wants to prepare for war.
Do you believe the others will follow him?
Time was. I would have laughed at such a notion, but now... Andrews was beloved by many. It's brought out the worst in them. Fury, hate. It was tolerable when it was just Tectus. Dima, something must be done.
Exile?
Exodus. I think it's time you and I convinced the citizens of Far Harbor to leave.
You can't be serious.
You know as well as I. They're not meant for this place. The fog grows thicker every year. How long before the condensers are finally overwhelmed? It's not banishment, Dima. It's mercy.
I'm sorry, Martin, but no. They have as much right to be here as you do.
Right. This place is trying to kill them. And now my people are at my throat because of the mess you created by allowing them to stay. And if you can't recognize that, then I suppose there's no reason for you to be here. I think you should go.
Martin, please. This can be solved in other ways.
Get out.
Very well. We'll talk again when you come to your senses.
Okay, so that was the last exchange that they had before Martin disappeared. Oh, wait. Which direction? This one? Yes. All right, so that's a thing. All right, so next on the list. Use the launch key to destroy the nucleus. I could do that. I still could do that. All right, so we'll replace Tectus. Here's the thing. I do not know how long synths exist for. Like, how long they live. Or will be able to live before falling apart. There's that concern right there, I would guess you would say. Sure, the people in Far Harbor, they will age and they will die because that's just how it is, but I'm not too sure about Synth Tectus. I'm not too sure about that. Synths I don't really quite understand all that well. How long do they live? How long do they die? Do they live for hundreds of years? Do they live for... Because after all, they were able to have Kellogg, a human. He was able to live past his, his life expectancy. Simply because of the technology they had. So that probably make the synths live a very long time. Gotta be careful I don't fall too hard and die horribly. Oh, there we go. So it's kind of hard to see, but I am slowly losing rads. If the sun was out, I would be losing them much quicker. But we're not quite there yet. Or at least by 6 a.m. 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. I would lose them much quicker. So once I get Kasumi to leave the island, then I will destroy the nucleus. I should still have... I mean, yeah, there's the quest option of telling Far Harbor what happened, but I can still tell them about what Dima did. At least you'll be able to tell Alan. Anyway. Oh, come on. Why did it fall in the water? So terrible. Oh, this honestly is the most annoying part about the whole thing. There is a bus, but I don't know where it is. I think the bus is still... Is there a bus here in Far Harbor that I can use? Because there's a mod that adds a bus to the Commonwealth, or to the Commonwealth and then possibly Far Harbor. Okay, where is the way up? And all you need is some fusion cores, and you can power the bus and have it fast travel to where you want to go. But so far, I've only encountered one location that has a bus stop. So I don't know exactly how widespread it is. Let's see here. Kitterdelf Pass. Nope. Okay, and follow this road around. Okay, so I thought I was in a different spot than I actually am. I got confused for a second and realized I'm not in the spot that I'm supposed to be. Uh-oh, that is actually, it says call it a fog haunter, but actually, it's a reskinned Deathclaw. Where's this at? There, I've not been here before. Is there a bed? No, there's not a bed. There is a safe. What's in the safe? It's probably nothing too amazing, or awesome, or great.
Yes.
Yeah, that's really about it. Let's see. Oh, the road's right next to me, so just follow the road around. I could skirt along the outside of the town here and then just avoid the trappers entirely. Might make it harder to see me if I turn the lights off, right? I've already took care of most of the nasties in this area, so I don't think I have to worry about wolves. But then again, they could respawn. Who knows? We're almost there. The pond house. Have not been there, but trappers live there. I wonder who they're fighting. So apparently there's an invisible ruthless trapper back there. That's interesting. That has happened quite a few times in this playthrough where I'll just be traveling down a road or something like that, and I'll have the ability to interact with some NPC that just kind of, for some reason, just magically exists. That I have like some kind of connection to, and it's like, huh. Don't know why, but that's kind of silly. Quite a decent farm you got going on here. If you had some potatoes and some mute fruit, you guys could be making adhesive. You could mass produce adhesive and sell that to people.
Hey, I'll breathe that damn fog all day long if I never see the Institute again.
Right. Okay, so I'll have to head back to the nucleus to trick Tectus into going into an area, taking him out, and then replacing him with the good guy. Now that way I can get Kasumi to leave the island. Honestly, it doesn't feel like Nuka World has this much nonsense to deal with. I mean, Nuka World has quite a bit of nonsense to deal with, but
Dima, I recovered the tapes from Martin's hideout.
Excellent. Yes. These look like they'll serve. Let me take a listen. Good to hear his voice again. Oh, some grim material to work with. There. No pleasure in twisting the words of an old friend. But I believe Martin would understand. This tape
Really?
should be sufficient to pique the High Confessor's interest in joining you in the command center. But Tectus is nothing if not wary. Earning his trust before approaching should help guarantee this all plays out more smoothly. You'll then have to dispose of the remains. Old maintenance shaft walls were never terribly well maintained. They should be able to serve your needs. Once you're done, return here and we'll send the replacement on his way. Now, are you ready to begin?
I'm ready.
Then I won't keep you any longer. Here, the tape. The fate of this island rests in our works.
All right, so let's see. Great Mentats. Okay, yep, I will use that to convince the confessor. Oh, goodness. This is quite silly. All right, just one second here. I need to refresh this page here for some silly reason. All right, there we go. All right, everything looks good now. Everything is good now. All right. Wait a second here. And now we just run back to the nucleus. Honestly, like, Bethesda really needs to not add so much nonsense between their stuff. One of the bigger, like, I've played MMOs for a while. I played MMOs for a few years, and one of the issues I had was, like, sometimes an MMO would have multiple parts to it. An MMO quest would have multiple parts to it. And you would have to go out and, what is a good example? Oh, like, in the early days, you had to go kill certain types of, like, one kind of mob, and then you'd go back and talk to the guy. They need to send you out to kill another, mob similar to that. Like, you had what are those guys with the red bandits? What are the guys with the red? Not the blood cell. Oh wow, I forgot what they're called. Darn it. Damn. Well, in Westfall, there's a group of bandits, more or less, and they had many different kinds. They had, like, plunderers, pillagers, they had trappers, and this guy would send you out on the quest to kill, like, trappers and kill trappers, and then he'd send you off on a quest to go kill pillagers, and then he'd send you off on a quest to go kill highwaymen and knuckle dusters. They're all different enemies, and they all have different levels, and they're all in different locations. But every single time you would have to go to a different location and then run back to the guy, and then go to another location and then run back to the guy. And that's just kind of how it feels like here. They need to figure out, they could have been used, like, seriously, I have a radio on my Pick-Boy. You could just have a little note that says, hey, turn your radio on, and this person will communicate to you using your radio. So that way you don't have to run back to him all the time. You don't have to run back and forth all the time. I mean, they have a means of communicating with people using long range, radio, CB radios and whatnot. They have the same ability here too, so it shouldn't be a problem, but they don't think about that. Oopsie. Wrong turn. Oh, looks like he's unhappy about me. Okay, I hear you. Where are you? Oh, there you are. Oh, damn, you fast. Oh, I forgot about the enemies that drop out of the trees. Okay, where'd you go? Where are you at? Where are you hiding? Don't you run away from me. I'm not done with you. There we go. Now I'm done with you. Don't start something you can't finish. How about that? Anyway, this environment is just brutal. You can barely even see where. What was that? Oh, that's kind of funny. A couple teddy bears in a box with little makeshift, rudder there. That's kind of funny. Great, another radiation storm. Come on now. This one's not as green, though. This is more like an orange. More like a... You can hear the rumble in the background. Kind of ominous. I'm expecting to hear ghouls screaming any second now. All right. So since I did up all these quests for everybody in the nucleus, it should be easy to get them to go back to the one little secluded area so I can take them out. Shouldn't be a problem at all. Let's see. Is there... All right. There are the beds. I suppose I could quickly save.
Old robot living in the observatory has been aiding Far Harbor.
You are right. He's absolutely a heretic. Just gonna have a quick sleep in the bed up here, and then I believe we'll have to lead him back here anyway. I just don't remember where. There is a door though. It might be that door. It might be down that way. So I kind of wonder if Tectus actually had Martin killed. I kind of wonder about that because supposedly he left, but I don't know if that's the case or not. I mean, he had Edgar, I guess Albert's friend, killed. At least that's the implication. So I wouldn't be surprised if he had Martin killed and had Richter do it. And then they're going to keep that quiet so that, Tectus can run everything.
Thank you for sending your messenger. Holy Adam, we shall crush their walls and drive their heresy into the sea.
Not into the sea. Wait, how do I get up there? Oh wait, there's no way up? Not over here? Okay. Crap, okay.
If you see a light drifting untethered through the fog, run.
Oh my god, I'm getting myself turned around.
Thank you for your grace.
I'm doing a horrible job at this.
Guide my shots true.
These guys look like they're a bit tough.
Far Harbor has sinned against Adam's children for the last time.
Again with the wrong spot. I am failing horribly at this. Okay, let's do this better. All right. Tectus, Confessor Martin, etc. So I could actually put the key in there, just nuke it all, but let's do this.
Excuse me, High Confessor?
Greetings, my child. You know you've set quite the example here. True devotion to faith and family. Now, how may I serve?
I recovered a holotape. Confessor Martin is planning to come back and take over. We should come up with a plan, but not here. The command center tunnels should be far enough away from the rest of the children.
Martin, it can't. Play it. I want to hear that coward's voice.
All right, so all we gotta do now is play the holotape. Let's see. Confessor Martin's... Where is it here? It's probably Martin's holotape, right? Martin's new... Oh, here we are.
Listen, children. Tectus' time is over. The nucleus must prepare for a new order. Mine.
I can't believe it. He's alive. None of the other children can know about this. The command center, you said. I'll ensure we aren't disturbed.
Okay.
High Confessor.
I will send word we are not to be bothered.
All right, so here's the kicker.
You walk through hallowed halls.
The second I put this in here, put the launch key in there, everybody's going to become hostile. And it's going to be a hell of a fight to get out of here. Even running, there's a good chance I'll die horribly. Because these guys are tough. Like, these guys are just about as tough as the raiders in Nuka World. The only difference is that there's more raiders in Nuka World than there are people here. So, this is like close quarters combat kind of thing, so...
Sometimes I feel as though the Archimist is staring right through me.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Darn it.
He is coming. Adam shall come and bear witness to all my wretchedness.
Shield me from those who would do me harm.
Things to say out of context about Adam.
Why a child of Adam would live anywhere but the nucleus, I will never understand.
All right, there we go. Oh, excuse me. Wow. All right.
Child, show yourself. Hello? Are you there?
Hide the evidence. So I think I could just pick him up. Oh, it's too heavy to carry? Oh, okay. I just activate the hiding spot and it just magically happens. Okay. Oh, looks nice. Oh, look at that. I did a good job at hiding the evidence, clearly. Yes. I'm not at all the villain. Alright, so Tectus, the new High Confessor Tectus, should be replaced by the synth guy now, and he should be talking a storm, I would think, here pretty soon. Oh, am I going to have to head back and actually talk to...
Yes, I was right to wait. I was. It was all for the glory. Yes.
I thought he would already be here by now. Maybe I'm wrong.
Is it true? You made it past the base's guardians. Huh. Adam does watch over you, doesn't he?
Kind of creepy, but yeah. Alright, let's see here. What does the remaining quest want me to do here? Return to Dima, of course. Alright. Well, the fun bit is I still have the option to nuke the base, which is great. I think I also still have the option to tell Far Harbor what Dima did. But of course, like I mentioned, I'll do that all after I leave, after Kasumi leaves, because I don't want her to know about the bad stuff I do. Anyway, what is the... let's see. What's the quickest way? I guess this way. Good lord, this is quite silly. So I honestly was not expecting this to take this long. So let's see here. Yeah, it's been a few hours. I'm gonna have to have a bit of a rest. Pick up tomorrow, I think. Tomorrow and Saturday would probably be the best days. Sunday is going to be the last day I'm going to work. Or sorry, Sunday is going to be the last. Well, it's going to be Sunday. I go back to work on Monday, so. So I've had this entire week off from work. I got PTO, so I've had some time off from work, so I was able to stream during the week. It's been so busy recently that like last Thursday, I did 12 hours. I was not a happy camper that day. I was not a happy person that day. I was very grumpy that day. I haven't had to work 12 hours in a long time, but and the worst part is that we hired like 2 more people. We hired like 2 new people. And those 2 people, yeah, we have to do a little bit of training so that they will be able to do the work. Absolutely. But one of the guys was so painfully slow that I honestly had to refrain from being mad at him. I had to stop myself from getting mad at him. It's like, he's new, he's churning, he says he's already learned to drive forklifts. I just have this feeling that maybe that's not entirely the case. So, I had to be patient with the guy. And I was starting to lose patience. But yeah, like I said, 12 hours. Generally, I don't want to work 12 hours. Overtime is nice, but it's brutal when you're dealing with... It's the warehouse is, it's an uncomfortable environment. There's no heating or cooling. So if it's hot, it's hot. If it's cold, it's cold. And sometimes the work is just difficult because of dumb things that we really have no control over. Things just happen and we just gotta deal with it. So it's uncomfortable. Forklifts are pretty heavy things, and it can be kind of dangerous. Be a little bit dangerous, especially if like liquids fall on the floor, like oil or water. The forklifts lose all traction in that situation, so it's dangerous.
It sounds like quite the experience. But I'm glad to know there will be peace on the island again.
Atom's vision was clear on the matter. I must thank you again for sheltering me while under its sway.
Think nothing of it. You're welcome to stay as long as you like.
You are too kind, Dima. I should only need Just a little more fresh air.
Hmm.
Dima?
I suppose you've heard the news? The High Confessor's had a vision. Atom demands peace. Can I assume you're here to tell me your task is done?
It is. Does this mean the island's finally safe?
I believe it does. Peace can finally come to the island. It's a heavy burden what we've done. But now the Nucleus, Far Harbor, and Acadia will all flourish together.
And you really believe you can trust the High Confessor?
I do. I've done this before, remember? I have given him all of the best traits of Tactus, and also of Martin. Memories of his gentle voice will guide the new High Confessor.
It was the right thing to do.
It was necessary. Hope for a better future. That will be the judge of our actions. I'll handle things from here. I'll arrange talks between the children of Atom and Far Harbor. They will learn to prosper together under our guidance. The children will revel in their irradiated bastion. The Harbormen will continue to survive and reclaim what the fog has taken from them. And my people will remain safe. Here, for all you've done. You should also pay a visit to the Nucleus. I believe the High Confessor will want a word with you. And of course, you are welcome in Acadia whenever you like. After all, where would we be without you?
Receive the Protector of Acadia perk. When severely damaged, there's a chance to receive a massive but temporary bonus to damage and enemy resistance. Well, that's good. I mean, I already have massive energy and damage resistance anyway. I mean, wait a second here. Okay, yeah, no, that's right. The math in my head wasn't mathing properly. It's okay, it was fine. All right, so completed cleansing the land. Kasumi. Is she still down here? Or did she leave? Oh, there she is.
Kasumi.
So, it sounds like there's going to be peace on the island. It was you, wasn't it? You found a way to fix things.
You been alright while I've been gone?
Yeah, I have. I feel like a lot of weight has been lifted from my head. Hey, listen. So, when you first showed up, you came to get me, to bring me home. I've been thinking a lot about that. I hurt Kenji and Ray by leaving, didn't I? I could have just stayed home, pretended everything was alright, but I left them. Should I go back? They obviously still care about me, or who they think I am. They need a daughter. They deserve to have one. Everything in Acadia has been settled. I found my answers. Maybe it's time I did something for someone else.
Kasumi, please listen to me. You're not a synth. You're the real Kasumi. You're their daughter.
That's the thing, isn't it? Now I'll never really know. That idea is always going to be there, somewhere in the back of my mind. But you're right. I'm real enough, aren't I? Maybe that's all anyone can be sure of. I need to start packing, and I should start saying goodbye to everyone. Thank you for everything. Maybe I'll see you back in the Commonwealth?
All right, there we go. So we can head back and talk to them. All right. Brilliant. Wait a second. Wrong. I went right past the door. All right. Let's head back to the Commonwealth and finish up this quest line, or finish up this quest here. Boy. I guess, running around the fog has really clouded my mind, really fogged up my mind. I don't know where I'm going, and I don't know what I'm doing. All right. Let's see. Let's have a quick save here. Quick save. Well, basically that's what it is. It's an auto save, really, but there we are. It's a good thing that I found a bunch of empty bottles on the island, because, man, I would have ran out of purified water a long time ago. Alrighty, so since I have the ability to turn off the wind farm, I suppose I should probably show what that looks like. Show what the nuking of the destruction of the nucleus looks like, and the destruction of Far Harbor looks like. They call it Far Harbor, but the whole island is Far Harbor. But when they talk about Far Harbor, they mean the dock, where everybody's at right now. I'm fairly certain I could still talk to Alan and tell him about what happened, but the whole replacing somebody in the dock with a synth. I'm sure Alan would. Where's the nearest bed? The funny thing, I can hear the crickets, but I also have a slight ringing in my ears. When I was in the military for a few years. Well, a few years, like 6.5. I did 4 years active duty. Then I did it a couple of years after that, 2.5 years after that in both the National Guard and the Reserve. And I worked on aircraft. And, well, I know it might be surprising, but military aircraft are loud. And I worked on the flight deck of 3 different aircraft carriers when I was active duty. And that's very loud.
Fresh shipment in. All your medical and food needs.
All right.
Now everyone, quiet. High Confessor Tectus, the leader of the Children of Adam, has made a formal peace with us.
You believe him?
I do. He said it was a vision from Adam. And if you know anything about them, you know how serious that is.
But those missionaries of his...
They won't be a problem. He's keeping them clear of Far Harbor. No more preachers coming.
So they just going to forgive what Alan's done?
God commanded them to let that go. So, yeah, I think they've forgiven us. So they'll stay on their part of the island, and we'll stay on ours. That's all.
Guns, ammo, and souvenirs.
Tectus wasn't specific. He said that you were an instrument of Adam's will. Because of you, I think we have a real chance of peace here.
I wish you both well.
Truly, we don't deserve you. Once the fog recedes, and given time, it always does, we'll take our island back. And that's thanks to you.
1,600 bottle caps. Nice. All right, let's get on the boat and GDFOD. Travel to the Commonwealth. Oh boy, last time I tested this, it worked where I was able to go back to the Commonwealth, so this boat should not despawn underneath me and leave me stuck out in the middle of the ocean or something like that. Like I don't even know how far away Far Harbor is from the Commonwealth, but hopefully it's not too terribly far. Is it Bar Harbor? You know what? I'll have to look into it. The geology is kind of messed up, kind of goofy in my head. Like the Capital Wasteland is supposedly pretty far away from Point Lookout, but I don't know how far away. I'm sure there's a video out there that explains it, because there's always somebody out there who's like, who wants to be a little, who wants to know all little bits and pieces of knowledge, you know, and spits it out over there. There we go. Oh, we've driven right into a sandstorm, or into a dust storm, I guess you could call it. Yeah, so the dust storm here, this is actually part of the true weathers, or true... It's a mod. It's a mod. Yeah, it's a mod. Kasumi, she should be here. There she is.
Mom? Dad? I'm home.
Kasumi? Oh my god, my baby is okay.
Welcome back home, Kasumi.
It's good to be home.
You saved my daughter. Thank you.
Happy to do it, Kenji.
You don't often see kindness in the Commonwealth. I'll never forget this.
Kasumi, does this mean you know we're your parents, right? You're not a synth.
I know, Mom. I'm sorry. I was just so confused. I wanted to go somewhere. Anywhere.
It's okay, Kasumi. You're home now.
Listen to Kasumi next time, Kenji. Don't just try to keep her safe. Talk to her.
I know. I will. I was holding on so tightly, I almost lost her.
All right, there we go. Okay, so...
Mr. Nakano.
I need to speak to you. There's one last thing you and I need to discuss. Your reward for bringing my daughter home safely. We don't have much to offer, but my father traveled the Commonwealth. He had quite a collection before he died. I buried it all near the house. I'm not the explorer he was. I don't need them. I think they would be better with you.
Thank you, Kenji.
You've earned it. You traveled far and back to get me answers. Thank you again. You saved my family. We won't forget that.
Thank you for everything. We're a family again. This is how it should be.
Alrighty. So, it's, the shed? I think it's a shed. Kind of silly that you put like a mat or a piece of metal over it or something like that. Alright, so a bunch of caps. Alright, alright. Psycho, gears, camera, hot plate. I mean, not a whole lot. And this is pretty cool. It'd be kind of nice if it had a longer barrel on it. That'd be amazing. Yeah, it's a decent amount of damage, I suppose. Refills your action points on critical hit. Yeah, it's a pretty good right there. What time o'clock is it? Oh, I can't even check the time. I can't wait. I have to go here. It's 3:34 in the morning. Goodness. All right. So with that, technically, the main quest line for Far Harbor is done. There are some bits and pieces we can still do though. Pearl, she's a robot. She's all about the murder mystery up at the hotel. So that's one more thing we can do. Obviously, we'll head back to the nucleus to hear what the confessor has to say. And then I will do a save. And I will show you what it looks like when you destroy the nucleus. And I'll show you what it looks like when you destroy Far Harbor. I am going to... I'm going to check to see if I can talk to Alan and get him to attack Acadia. Because honestly, I haven't ever actually wiped out Acadia before, so that would be a new one for me. So let's travel back to Far Harbor to see if I can do that. I'm gonna swing over to... Is it Longfellow's house? Well... Would it be farther? Would it be faster to get this Longfellow's house? Or would I sleep in the empty residence? Oh, there's also this... I remember now. There's a sound bug. I don't know what the deal is, but sometimes when you leave Far Harbor and return to the Commonwealth, you'll hear water. You hear like the engine noise and the water, and it will be like this weird, like a weird amalgamation of noise. And it turns it's a sound bug, and the only way to fix it would be to reload a previous save. There's like no closing the game and, you know, reopening it and the sound goes away. You actually have to load a previous save to eliminate the noise. I discovered that when the first time I actually did when I first played this game on survival mode. I discovered that, and I had to load a save from like an hour earlier, and that really made me kind of grumpy. That was, I think it was like either last year or in 2023. I think it was 2023. I do not know what the time skip is. Let's see here. What is it? Oh, maybe an hour? Okay. It's funny. It's like wherever I go, there's all this danger. Since the world, I kind of wonder. Like, I think the sole survivor here. They're kind of like an NPC. No, sorry, like an SCP. That's what I'm thinking of.
The bait shop's got it.
They're like an SCP. Wherever they go, reality kind of bends around them. And in this case, it's like since I've been on the island, I've had. Was it 3? I think I've had 3 ghoul swarms. If I wasn't here, those swarms wouldn't have happened. So it's kind of an interesting idea right there. Oh crap. Where is this house? Oh, come on now. Is it behind the church? Can I even get past here? Hello? Oh, wow. I am so silly. Where is it? You know, oh, come on. Wow, I don't even know where this thing is now. Okay, I'm just going to Longfellows. I'm going to have a sleep there. Then I'm going to talk to Alan and see if I can get him to attack Acadia. If that particular option is gone forever because I chose the path to replace Tectus, it might be gone forever. After all, there's a certain number of, like I said, there's only a certain number of autosaves before decisions become irreversible. Or non-reversible. All right, let's see here. So, even though I said I wouldn't blow up the nucleus, I could still do it. It still have the ability to do that. It also should have the ability to snitch on Dima. Come on. What the heck? Let me jump out. There we go.
Bait shop's got everything you need.
Alan?
We doing business?
Oh, oh, here we go.
How's it going?
Whatever.
Oh, okay. I guess I don't have the option to. I guess it's gone now.
Show me what you got.
Don't try anything.
Okay. Well, I thought I could possibly do that. You know
Don't
what?
let the island catch you.
Let's see here. The heck? Oh, interesting. Okay. So I guess it did a hard save for me when I first entered the island. And every other save after that has just been autosave. Okay. Oh man, I could actually replay the entire island if I wanted to, based off of this. I was not expecting that, to be honest. I guess the game I guess the game would automatically do a hard save once you first get here. 6 days and 4 hours? Almost 5 hours? Wow, that's pretty wild.
You off guard. Buy my guns.
Okay. Well, I was kind of hoping that I could talk to him and tell him about Dima, you know, doing nonsense, and then but I guess if I lose the option to do so, it's gone forever, I suppose. All right, so I guess I would say that's it for the stream because it's been 3.5 hours. Wow. What was that? I hear like a roaring noise. What was that noise? Am I just hearing things? Maybe I'm just hearing things. Could have swore I heard like a roar. No, I guess I'm hearing things. Okay. Well. So yeah, I guess I'll call the stream here. There's 3.5 hours. I am on the tired. So. Let's see here. It's probably good to just... I don't wonder if there's anybody available I can raid for those who are on Twitch here. I don't know. Let's have a look. Looks like a... Oh, is it? Oh, he's playing... Okay, that guy, he's playing God of War. Most everyone else is just... okay. Oh, Part 18, Fallout 4, Part 18. 22 viewers. Wow, that's pretty cool. Okay. All right, so let's... I'm only going to raid with one person. Looks like she's just chatting right now. There's no actual gameplay, but looks like she's just chatting right now. That's fine. Let's see if she's accepting raids. That's the thing right there. Oh, she's been up for about the same amount of time as I have. Okay. All right, so we're going to raid Kamira. So we're going to be nice to her and say hello. And for everyone else, I want to say, you know what? Thank you for watching. I love your faces, and I will see you next stream. Y'all have a good night.